Hey guys, happy Friday. Hope you had a wonderful week. And today we're going to do an update video about the WeBull app. Now, they actually just sent me a free MacBook Air in an attempt to bribe me. Just kidding. I'll explain in a second how I got this. But if you're unfamiliar with the WeBull app, it's a free trading platform that allows you to buy and sell stocks with zero commission. It's an amazing tool, and I would say they are the biggest competitors to Robinhood and M1 Finance. So today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the MacBook Air. We're going to open up some free WeBull stocks to see what we get, and then we're gonna sell all of those stocks, and I'll explain exactly why I'm doing this, what I'm gonna do with that money, which stocks I'm selling, which ones I'm keeping, and why that is. And then of course I'll share with you guys the pros, the cons, the things that I love, the things that I don't love after having used WeBull for a few months. So things are about to get spicy. Let's begin. Roll intro. So now I'm gonna open up some free stocks. You guys can see on the side as I'm tapping that get free stock button. And as we get to the end of the week, I'm gonna slow it down and play some smooth music for your soul as we enjoy the finer things in life. Free stuff. I'll stop using this voice now. So when I made the original WeBull video, I didn't think much of it. I just wanted to show people a step-by-step guide on how to sign up to the app, thinking it's a great win-win situation because at that time, and still to this day, they're giving away crazy, amazing prizes and they give you free stocks for signing up. So I thought, great, it's a win-win for everybody. I'll show people how to sign up, they'll get some free stocks, and maybe they'll win some free prizes, which is cool. Maybe I'll be lucky to sign 5 people up, maybe 10. Maybe. But after having published that one video, I had over 1,000 people sign up through my link, which is crazy to me. I didn't expect it. I'm very thankful. It's an incredible feeling. And then I followed up that video opening up 280 something free stocks on camera, a la Mr. Beast style, except nowhere near as good as him. And then as a result, WeBull reached out to me personally. They offered me paid sponsorships. They offered me an affiliate link to sign people up through to get even more money. But even though I was very grateful and thankful for the opportunity, ultimately I declined their offer. One of the things that I want to come at you with is from a place of honesty and integrity, and I just feel like if I'm being paid to do a review on a product or an app, it feels a little disingenuous because why would you make a review video if you're being paid to make a positive review, right? But like I said before, companies can definitely bribe me. It's just that no one's ever reached my limit for my sellout consideration just yet. But the limit is there. So enough banter, let's get into it. I'll show you guys what I love about the app. The number one feature is something called paper trading. It's one of my favorites, and I haven't seen another mobile app utilize this feature. So let's jump into it. If you guys go to the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see the menu button. Go ahead and click that, and you guys will see paper trading, that little dollar sign. Go ahead and click that and you'll see that you now have a net worth of $1 million. Boom, life hack, you guys are done. You're welcome. I'm getting some of my Russian friends to look into it, so maybe we can withdraw this amount into my bank account, but so far no luck. But if you guys click the trade button, you can start to buy and sell stocks hypothetically. You can do all the research on it within the app. They show you so many analytics. You guys can see all the quotes and all the crazy prices, and this is a great tool. Now, a lot of people will tell you, oh, this is amazing if you want to become a day trader, but the reality is not so. If you guys want to be a day trader, you need access to something called Level 2 software, which at this time, WeBull does not provide to my knowledge. Right now, when you see a stock price in the market, whether it's through Robinhood or M1 Finance or WeBull or your E-Trade, whatever brokerage you guys are using, the stock price you see right now is lagging the real-time price by about 15 minutes on average. That means you are not going to be able to be an effective day trader if you guys are lagging 15 minutes behind, because the way day traders buy and sell stocks is up to the second. I remember when I used to buy and sell penny stocks thinking I was really smart, and what what I didn't realize was to be in that game, you have to have access to level 2 software, which you have to pay a lot of money for, which goes into the pattern day trade rule. It's this fancy thing that says you can't make more than a certain amount of trades within a day. Otherwise, you need at least $25,000 in your trading account to be able to do that, which I didn't have at the time. But what I love about this feature isn't about the day trading aspect of it, because it's not going to teach you that. Well, this feature, paper trading on WeBull, is a great way to get started, buy a few stocks that you're interested in, and just see how you perform. And if you're happy with your results, then maybe start to put in some of your real money. But this is such a great tool for emotional mastery. This feature is amazing if you guys are just starting to dip your toes in the water with investing. So definitely take advantage of this feature. The second feature I really enjoy from WeBull is something called the calendar feature. And you'll see all of the earnings reports for all these different companies like MTN and AGTC and other acronyms. I have no idea what they mean because I've never heard of them. And if you click on them, it'll show you all the earnings reports. So if you scroll a little bit lower, you guys will see dividends. I'm not a huge fan of the dividend reporting within WeBull. I'm not a huge fan, but if you scroll lower, you'll see the IPO, the initial public offering, and I'll also say, please don't trade IPOs. I don't advise it. Most IPOs, when they launch, they tend to lose money, and that's because usually when a company has an IPO, there's so much hype surrounded by that company that it just doesn't meet expectations. Uber. So if you scroll down lower, you'll see economic data of all these different indexes, like the agricultural commodities like soybeans and wheat, and it's all good to know, just not data that's relevant to me as an investor, but you know, super useful to have, and that's really cool. So definitely take advantage of this very hidden feature that you probably didn't know existed. The third thing I really love about WeBull is that they are a startup. In fact, I spoke to one of the guys who works with WeBull. He's awesome, super nice dude, and he told me that they actually originally bought this app in China, and it was originally kind of a data analytics app. They bought it from them and converted it into a brokerage, but their team consists of around, I think, 10 people, if I remember correctly, maybe a little bit more, but it's a really small operation based out of New York. And one of the cool things that I love is that they're actually listening to people like me. Now that I have somewhat of an audience, if you guys have any ideas that you guys want this app to implement into their software, let me know and I will pass it on to them. And that's one of the great things about having to work with a startup, is that they're actually somewhat willing to listen to people like us. Because if you compare it to something like Robinhood, for example, who for now I've probably signed up like 12,000 to 20,000 people by now, but they have no interest in speaking with me. I know for a fact, I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure, because even if I sign up way more people for them, the amount of money that's going to bring them in comparison to what they're making right now from their brokerage alone is just like negligible. So they do not care about small-time creators like myself, and I totally understand. I don't fault them for that. But with WeBull, they're actually willing to listen. And some of the things that I really would like for them to improve as a dividend investor is look how bad this is. So I have to, again, open up the app, go to the bottom right-hand side. First of all, it should be somewhere in the main part of the app, like in the center console, but that's not the case. So I have to dig through. No, it's not in markets. No, it's not in community. Okay, it's in the menu side. Okay, where is it? Is it in the help center? No, is it in my alerts? Like that makes sense. My dividends would be in the alerts. Nope, it's not there. It's in the messages in the upper left-hand corner. And even there, I don't know where my dividends are. Where are they? Oh, they're here where it says system messages. It's not even a separate message of its own kind. It's just system messages. So if I click on that, even here, it's showing me WeBull Community Daily Digest messages. Like, I don't want to see that. They don't do an overall monthly overview like Robinhood does, for example, where every single month they'll have a report, like an income report, where it shows all of the stocks that paid me and how much all of it adds up to every single month, which is a great feature. But for some reason, I have to go inside this like obscure menu and then find it. And even though I'm a finance nerd, I'm having a hard time like locating and finding these things, even though I've been familiarizing myself with the app for several months, and it's still confusing to me. So WeBull, I love you guys, but if you're listening or if you're watching this video, that's what I would love, just to see an improvement on the user interface and have a little bit more reporting friendliness with things like dividends. So with the money that I got from all of these free stocks, I'm actually going to sell them and set myself up with a Roth IRA and make a tutorial on how to do it. Despite making a video about why I don't have one, I think a Roth IRA is a great thing and that probably most people should have one. And yeah, I think it'd be a wonderful thing to just see me set it up step by step, like what brokerage I'm gonna use, what platform, what I'm gonna buy with it, and I'll show you all of that. Maybe not Monday, but sometime throughout the week. But anyway, some of the companies that I'm gonna be selling are as follows. And sometimes I get questions like, what do you think of Ford? So Ford is one of those companies that I'm gonna sell. So sales are generally pretty bad right now, and they're trying to expand into the European markets, but it's not working. And 140% of their operating income is actually coming in from the North American segment. And they reported a $2.2 billion loss elsewhere. So I don't think they have a wonderful reputation overseas. It's mostly just known as an American company, and their biggest product, their most popular one is of course their Ford trucks, and that's where they get most of the money from. I think they have a lot to prove to investors, despite the fact that their dividend yield is sky high right now. It's at 6.57%, which is huge. I think they still have a lot to go to get investor confidence back and to get people back on their side. So I'm gonna wait for that, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna get rid of the company and just wait to see what happens. But Ford is one of the companies I'm gonna be selling. So E or Ericsson is another company I'm gonna be selling, and their real name is actually Telefonaktiebolaget. True story. They might be German, but they're doing business as Ericsson. So they provide info communications and technology solutions to service providers, and they have been around since 1876. I'm not sure what a technology solution for providers would look like in 1876. Maybe if somebody needed a light, they were just like, whoosh, lit a match, you know? I got a light. Yes. That's a business idea. Now their dividend score is actually really good. It's at 70%, which means it's a safe dividend, but they're only paying out 0.82% dividend yield, which is just too low for me to care at this moment, unless their growth was something crazy like mid double digit growth, but it's actually not positive at all. It's actually negative 20% in the last 5 years. So I think they have a very long way to go. And also they have cut their dividend before, and I'm just gonna sell it for now. So Snapchat, or S, is another company that I'll be selling. Now for all I know, they could be wildly successful, but for now, I'm not convinced that they have a big staying power, especially in the social media world where companies just come and go, and I just don't know. I'm not that confident. Now when it comes to Apple, I will be keeping Apple. I will not be selling it. I also have some on Robinhood, but this one is also doing great for me on WeBull. It's still up, and as of right now, I would say Apple is overvalued. Now I'm not saying you can't make money with Apple or that the stock price won't go up, but as of right now, it's a little disconnected from the fundamental reality, probably because of the hype with all the new products they've been releasing and the new iPhone, which I really want to buy, but I can't afford yet. But I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna sell some stuff, and I'm gonna get it because I think it's awesome. But just maybe wait until they release the next iPhone and disappoint everyone. Maybe buy it then. Now the next company is Teva, which is a pharmaceuticals company out of Israel, and I will be selling it. I'm not really interested in being a shareholder at this moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if holding it for the long term, you'd be able to make some good money on it, because as of right now, according to Morningstar, it's very undervalued. Next up, we have Leg, or Leggett and Platt, you old chap. It makes me think of someone like British, but this company is one of the few companies in the green for me on WeBull, and it's a company I bought myself, ironically. It's a company I picked. So right now it's doing good. I'm just gonna keep it inside WeBull for now because it's paying me sweet dividends that I'm collecting, and I'll use this company as kind of like my test bed to see if WeBull improves its dividend user interface. Please improve it. GNW is another one that I'm gonna sell, and apparently I'm up 40% on it almost, which is huge. I kind of wish I had a time machine, but I don't, so I'm gonna sell it. So overall, WeBull is so close to becoming my primary brokerage. I love the team. I love their engagement in the community and all the things they're doing with the prizes and the free stock giveaways, and they're actually listening to people, to small-time creators. They want to implement new features, so I'd love for them to use something like fractional shares. For whatever reason, that feature alone is just so big, and I think because beginners, they're like, Andre, I want to buy Apple, but I only have $5. What can I do? And I think right now you can only do that on M1 Finance, but if WeBull implemented that feature, I think they'd get so many people to sign up. So if you guys have a wonderful suggestion or idea, please let me know in the comments below. I will pass it on to them and maybe they'll implement it. So I love this app. I just think it's got like just a few things to figure out and then they'd be so good. So I can 100% attest to WeBull's claims for all the free prizes and all the free competitions that they're doing. I think they're doing a really great job and they do them every single month and I do like them a lot. Also, I'm not paid to say any of this, but I should be because I'm an idiot and I'm not leveraging my YouTube channel in the way that I should be. But if you guys want to get some free stocks and some cool prizes, then definitely support my channel by clicking the link below the description and make yourself a WeBull account. They do have some incredible prizes. That's it for me. Love you guys, and I apologize to my 5 other cardistry fans for whom I let down because I have not made a cardistry tutorial in a while now, but I will. I still have to edit Shin Lim's tutorial that we shot together. That's it for me, guys. I will see you all on Monday. Love you all and see you soon. Bye-bye.